people popping in. Cool. But let's do a quick recap of the TakleZone divisions and then play our game. The main entertainment of tonight.
I'm sure it will be horrible like the rest of the games has been.
Yeah. Hopefully my minnow is keep going from my game against DM Lord, where he killed the Ogre and Sock in back-to-back turns.
Yeah.
That was lovely. But we jump back to Willow Roseback.
I had higher thoughts of you, Core. I was really surprised when I saw you at that piling on Mino. That's just awful. But it's pretty good against me with 11 players. And
it's awful. But if I had to play Chaos, I might as well go all in on the concept.
I don't know. Maybe I should probably have maybe thought a little bit and thought I have a trouble playing Blood Bowl 2 in the first place, so maybe taking a super slan leaping team wasn't the brightest idea when I struggled to keep time. But it's been some
but it's a
fun.
Good, yeah.
And it's fun, and I guess I made a mistake not throwing the ball far enough away when I had the chance. But the first game was just a massacre.
Yeah. But at least it's a good chance to try and at least get some experience playing them, the jumping things.
Yeah, I only played them in League before. That's quite different with lots of guard catches and stuff. So that was a different experience.
It's definitely better if you start getting guard on the catches and stuff like that.
Actually, I also had a hypnotic gaze catcher that was pretty ridiculous.
There's no hiding if you both can leave and hypnotic gaze. That's no hiding then. Cool. No. Yeah. Let's get back to the business. First up, we got Will Roseback, almost done with round 3. We got Mars and Abram waiting, and he is in. Is it India? He's somewhere with school. So he'll be back. But on the other hand, we have Hawker is. Let's put it that way. Hawker kind of need to start losing for not winning.
He's pretty dominant, but he's missing games against Good Times and Abram. So if they could beat him, it could open up the divisions a bit.
Yeah. He basically need to lose those two. I think Good Time needs to win last 2, and he needs.
If Abram wins against Mars and then beats Hawker, then he would be good.
Yeah.
So it's looking good for Hawker, but it's not. There's no fat lady singing.
Yeah, Mars lost first round to Hawker. So Hawker has Good Time and Abram, but he could lose both of those. But yeah, it could open up for either Mars or Abram, whoever win that game. But it's looking good.
If Mars wins, he can get back in there, but he has played Hawker, so that's some way up there.
It will be easier for Good Time or Abram as they're meeting him themselves, but both of them kind of need to beat him, I think. But let's see. Let's move on to our division. We are only we only played the 2 first rounds. Which is pretty open. Let's just put it that way. Besides your Kislev, everybody has 3 or 4 points after 2 rounds. So that's really not. That could go anywhere.
And it's 3 points for a win. I keep forgetting that because
I did choose that to try to avoid ties with only being 5 games.
I thought there was no option.
No, it was we're handling it with size, so it's actually my decision to go 3 points. because the
Okay.
chance of getting draws I thought was smaller. Or 2-1-0. I really
Well,
don't.
I have a river out. Then I can just win 4 games, and I should maybe be good.
Three games. That's 9 points. So yeah,
Yeah,
in
3 games.
theory,
Yeah.
I think you can make it, but it's definitely outside it. Yeah, that's triple skull. We got triple skull here. He can win if he wins today. He still have a chance, but yeah, everybody else does. And people are taking point left and right. So
Expect the ogres to lose, and if I beat you, it kind of opens up the whole division, I guess.
yeah, if Wolfpack, even if they just plays a draw, if the 2 other games is a draw and you win, then everything is open basically. So let's see. Moving on, we got Roxana Dark now. One of the divisions that's been flying ahead. They're almost done with round 4.
Scroll down.
I got it. It's a little bit delay on yours, on the Twitch.
I'm on Twitch. Yeah.
So it will pop back up. Did scroll a little bit too fast. I hope that's tough bang. Expecting. Yeah, Strato's pretty good with ogres. He's pretty handy. But yeah, is the score updated? Is we on the right place on your screen now? Can we see Roxana Darknell division? Which is another quasi open division.
There.
He's here, Hagrim.
Hi, Hagrim.
Which is another division. Let me see, if Go For It MC wins the game against Panico, then we could have 4 teams on 6 points after 4 rounds.
Panico wins. We have 3 on 6 and 1 on 5. So a draw probably gets it down to 3 players playing for the win, right?
Yeah, I will imagine so. But if the Lizard wins, then that's going to be madness. I cannot. Yeah, or they could be anybody.
Only 1 game left, of course.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, they've been speeding ahead. They've been flying out those games. Like, where we've been more paced in our Nobler division. But yeah, it does. Yeah, it could still be anybody's take this division. And if we drill down to the Bomber Dribble Snot, well, a little bit too far. What do we have down here? Got only 1 game played in round 3. But we got Wayne Fair's Humans and CJ Ogres in the top at the moment with only 2 games, and then Swiss Roxas Elven Union. But Hellboy, that's still one of these divisions again where there's everything to play for.
Wayne Farrer has a shot at really taking the lead.
Yeah, if you can beat CJ, if you beat CJ, and especially if Hellboy doesn't win at the same time, then it's going to be a big lead in the top for those last 2 rounds. But on the other hand, if he doesn't beat CJ, then everybody is almost leveled again in that one as well.
It's the tiebreakers?
Tiebreakers is head-to-head and then touchdown difference.
Okay, because Wayne Farrer has beaten Hellboy, so that helps him there.
Yeah. Yeah, head-to-head first, and then touchdown difference and cast difference after that. But hopefully, again, the 3-point system was. I hope we didn't get into too many tiebreakers. So hopefully, head-to-head, and the points can take it. So we don't have to actually do tiebreakers, because tiebreakers are
likely there won't be at least a couple of divisions settled on tiebreakers, I think. But
yeah, I hope head-to-head can take most of them.
I guess That's the name of the game. You just have to pick some tiebreakers, and you can play for it if you want.
I think most people has more than hard time concentrating and just getting the points. To be fair. Oh, yep. Arisha, we got Nikolai on sound.
Recognize my beautiful voice, just like that.
What do we have in Sarah? Sarah the Slayer. Pepe got back into it with a win in round 3. But the 2 Necro team is struggling in the bottom. What else does... Again, we got Supergrass out to a good start. If he can beat Calcium again, it's him to lose it. But Wood Elf is still there as well. Supergrass still needs to play the Wood Elves. But yeah, that's... And moving on to Griff Oberwald. Oh, another division that's actually played all 3 games and all 3 rounds, and it's again pretty close in the top. We got Lord Manhammer and Jimmy Fantastic and Straume.
This is a division I've been following a little bit, basically because of Straume and Lord Manhammer, the Danish player. So, and it's interesting, right? We have all the Wood Elves and Straume fighting it out with Endro
lurking.
Yeah.
If it can be again, yeah.
It's really interesting because Straume has played both the Wood Elves and so and win the rest of his game. He's in a pretty good position, but then again he lost against Lord Manhammer and won against Jimmy, and Jimmy could beat Lord Manhammer, and really again it can go
anywhere
in almost all directions.
Yeah, and if like let's say if Wood Elf just draw 1 game, then you can say Andrew, if somehow the vampires could beat the lizards, then and the Wood Elves throw something away, then that's even more mess. Because
yes, the vampires are pretty good against lizards, right?
I will imagine so. If they can stay alive.
I don't know if Andrew has played against Jimmy and he's also played both the Wood Elves.
Yeah.
Straume. So 4-game Straume versus Andrew is really gonna settle some matters.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. You have Andrew actually. No, he's missing. Andrew is missing Jimmy. Right? No, it's 4th round. You're right. He's played all the 3.
Yeah, he played top 3, so it's reasonable to expect Andrew to win 2 more games.
Yeah,
it's not. Of course, anything can happen, but as someone is saying in the commentary, he's good with vampires, and so he could win those games, get 10 points, and then anything can happen from there. But my money would be on.
If anybody, I think Straum and Andrew, one of them needs to win the game. If they draw the game, I think both of them will be out. I think one of them need a win, and the one getting a win has a shot.
Yeah, sure.
But I think a draw will, because I will have both the Wood Elves to win. I will have the Wood Elves to beat
the Wood Elves are playing each other, so they could draw, and that could
not but that's last round.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
2 more games, and the Wood Elves are playing each other, so
yeah, that's.
But you need to win the division, so that's.
Yeah, that's
anyway. It's interesting. We'll see. I want Straume to beat those damn Woodies.
That would be cool. Coming out with lizards or Wood Elves, or 2 Wood Elves. That would be a pretty good one. I think he'll take that.
Yeah. Well, the downside is that of it is it all gets to his head, right? He thinks he's so good now after winning all those games.
It's better like you flopping a bit so you can like know you
Yeah,
can
yeah. I
race
really
again.
came down to it after having really absolutely the year of my life. I really came down to it. The last 11 games I've played, I have won 5 and lost 7.
So that's 12 games. But yeah.
Well, no, 13 games because
Oh,
there's also one draw in there.
who cares
So
about
13 games.
that? Yeah, and hopefully it will be looking at the list already. I think we'll see 8 divisions of 8 with top 2 to play off next season. I could see that happening.
For playoffs, but it's no big deal for me. But I
No.
like. Well, I don't know. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
See how the playoffs. I think 16 players, so you have 4 rounds.
Yeah, round of 16, 8, 4, 2. So yeah, that would be 16, 8, 4, 2. That would be
Still, I preferred shorter because I would prefer not to have the weeks with multiple games. I think one game every second week for me, because I don't play Blood Bowl too much, is good. Then I don't have to commit. So if I had 4 weeks, 4 times 2 weeks with 2 games, it could be a problem if I got in another league. But that's just me.
But let's see how it goes. But the list is already growing, and depending on how many that wants to stay around.
So how big division? How big would you make the divisions?
I was thinking 8 times 8, so it was 7 rounds, which will be okay. That's
okay,
just
with 6 now.
Yeah, so it will be 2 games more in each division, right? 5, yeah.
Usually, well, let's have a look at it when you know how many
staying as well.
players you can. You could also have some of the second places instead of all of them. And,
yeah, we can take a
that.
look. Yeah, I think for most people the playoff is not important. Important is that it's a good chance to try some stuff and do some stuff and get better. At least for some it's get better and some is trying new stuff and so on. It's just another format to do that.
Yeah, and how about rules? Have you looked at the options for next season?
No, not yet. I will imagine one of the next 2 seasons will be Euroball just because it's Euroball. Yeah. Even if I don't like them, I will probably end up using Euroball for one of the 2 next seasons. Because people will want to do that anyway. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you want when you play Resurrection mostly.
Yeah, so Euroball rules is a good one. And seeing time-wise, we'll probably have 2 tournaments. We can do it in one of the 2 next will be Euroball, because the third one will be over around where Euroball is, so that would be too late. So it has to be next, second or third, if not both.
Yeah, okay.
But I can see also, I'll probably pop it out and ask you what people think. But we have Berta Big Fest, which is another completely open division, at least for 4 of the players. I would say Flying Turtle and Ed Jollyboat has a hard one in. Since they can get to 6 spring.
Well, anyone can lose with Necro. You can't blame anyone for that. That's.
Yeah, I think all the Necro teams, actually all over the divisions, has been struggling quite a lot with this season.
Well, there's nothing. We can't say anything here. I looked at this division and.
Even the touchdown difference is kind of the same. It's like.
Yeah.
It's, we can say that Flying Turtle and Ed Jellyboat is not making it to the playoff.
It's true.
What do we have down in Sidewinder?
I guess I want to see Waterboy doing well. He might end up at least close to qualification for the Danish Euroball team. So
getting some good practice in then. That's good. Yeah, it seems to be start playing a bit more again, Christian. That's nice to see.
Yeah.
What do we have down in Sidewind? It looks like again 2 to 3 teams battling it out with dwarves, orcs, wood elves potentially.
Dwarves and orcs, yeah.
It's pretty good going. Dragonloop is London-based ECCBL, so like us, Joe. No, Joe is not there anymore. Wolfen.
A league there, or
Yeah, the ECCBL,
okay.
which is old big league. It's like us and some other ones. There's some really good players. He's playing down there. You have to. That's part of the game. But yeah, but with orcs it's pretty good going. It's not the most orc friendly setup.
Have they played the top teams?
Who you played? I don't think. Let's take the games down here.
Oh, Dragonloop played Zulu and Troic and
Zulu, yeah, that's the 3 games that played.
That's the 3rd game, yeah. Okay.
So we got Dragonloop and Purple Chest coming up.
Inter is the superstar from Germany, right?
Who?
Inter.
Yep, he's been testing some Dark Elf stuff, and it's not been going well for it.
This is a really strong division also, right?
Yeah, it definitely is. But there is a good Spanish coach as well. I don't know if he's playing tabletop, actually, but he plays a lot of Blood Bowl too. Yeah, you've got the 2 top teams left. So you can decide yourself, if you just win those 2, you're in. That's a pretty easy way in, I guess. I'm pretty sure if you can win the last 2, Dragonloop. I'll be amazed if you're not in. One can dream, yeah. But yeah, Sprinter and his Dark Elf experiments has not been kind so far. But it's only 2 games. If he wins the next one, he's on 3 points with Zulu. So it's not completely.
Yes. With the orcs versus the dwarves, this is a really good shot for Dragonloop, because it's a great matchup for him playing against your dwarves. It's at least if he has some guard. I haven't looked at the roster, but
I cannot remember. I looked at it, but it's some time ago by now.
So only one. Well, orcs suck in this game, in this rule set. So it's an interesting pick, but I guess. How many guards does Purple Chest have? You know?
Purple Chest, where are you?
She has at least 5, right? 3?
What? That's 1 to 3. That's not too bad.
Daddy Blow, Block, and Leader, or what? Death Roller or something?
Cool. Dum. But will they do it for?
My money's on Dragonloop then.
It's definitely going to be an interesting one to follow. It's really nice that there's even now with 3-4 games, that most divisions are still open. That means
it's most fun when you have something to play for. So that's great, and I guess that's an argument for 2-1-0 instead of 3-1-0, because you don't want anyone to get too much of a hit.
Yeah, that was definitely. Yeah, I can see that. I think I'll take a look at it. at the scores in the end and see, because yeah, you want people to have something to play for. But on the other hand, we don't want too much tiebreakers getting in play either. So yeah.